morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I am Mrs. Navida Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's class, we will be learning a very interesting chapter from your science textbook. And the topic for today is the study of sound. We have already learned the first part of the chapter in our previous video. That is, we have revised about what exactly is sound, how sound is produced, what is the meaning of propagation of sound, what are sound waves. We have learned about longitudinal waves, transverse waves. We've also learned about velocity of sound. Now, velocity of sound will be needed again and again in this chapter. So please see to it that if you haven't watched the first part of the video, please go and watch that video in order to have a better understanding of the second part. So let's get started and learn something new and interesting in this chapter. Now, we have all learned about sound waves, right? Now, there are different types of waves, and there are different animals and insects, humans. We all have different types of sounds that we produce in order to be heard. Okay, so these are coming under three categories that we'll be learning in this chapter. It could be audible, infra, and ultrasound. Okay, so audible sound, infrasound, and ultrasound. So these are the three things that we will be learning in this video today. Let us understand about audible and audible sound. First, let us understand the limits of hearing. Any human being, if we are a हम लोग की जो hearing capacity होती है, we can hear, a human ear can hear from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz of sound. That is, the human ear can hear sounds of frequencies in this range. These sounds are called audible sounds. मतलब ये हम लोगों को सुनाई देती है. अगर हम लोग आहिस्ते से भी बात करते हैं या फिर ज़ोर से एरोप्लेन्स की जो आवाज़ होती है, इतनी लाउड साउंड्स भी हम लोग सुन सकते हैं. इसके अंदर इसके अंदर ये जो रेंज है 20 हर्ट्ज से 20,000 हर्ट्ज के अंदर हम लोगों को सुनाई दे सकता है. इससे कम या इससे ज़्यादा हम लोगों को नहीं सुनाई देगा. ठीक है. So our ears cannot hear sounds of frequencies lower than 20 hertz and higher than 20 hertz. Okay. Sound with frequency smaller than 20 hertz is called infrasound. ठीक है. जो below 20 hertz के है वो infrasound है. The sound produced by pendulum and the sound generated by vibration of the earth's crust just before an earthquake are examples of such sound. Alright. Sound waves which frequency greater than 20 kilohertz is called ultrasound. Those produced by bats. Okay. So this is the sound range that we will be studying today. Infrasound comes under when the sound range is below 20 hertz. We can hear from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, that is audible sound. Then above that, that is ultrasound, which is of over 20,000 hertz. That comes under ultrasound. Sound which can be heard is audible sound. Example is sound with frequency from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Inaudible sound are sounds which cannot be heard by us. Example, sounds with frequency less than 20 Hz or more than 20,000 Hz. Let us understand more about audible sound. The limit of hearing of human ear are 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. That is, the human ear can hear sound of frequencies in this range only. These sounds are called as audible sound. Our ear cannot hear the sounds of frequency lower than 20 Hz and higher than 20,000 Hz. Okay, so for sound with frequency smaller than 20 Hz, it's called infrasound, infrasonic sound or infrasound. So the animals, when they talk to each other, they produce infrasonic sound or infrasound, and those sounds are not audible to us. Okay, so all animals communicate with each other. in some or the other form. They also produce different sounds in order to communicate with each other. There are some animals which whose sound we can hear, but there are animals like elephant. Here you can see the sound produced by them cannot be heard to us, right? But still they talk. We know that because of the frequency of the sound that they produce is less than our range of audible sound. We say that they are for coming under infrasonic sound. Okay, so it is less than 20 hertz of frequency with which they are talking, and that is why it is not audible to us. All right, and this type of sound which is less than 20 hertz, below 20 hertz, is called as infrasonic sound. In nature, such waves occur in earthquakes, waterfalls, ocean waves, volcanoes, and a variety of atmospheric phenomena such as wind, thunder, and weather patterns. Calculating the motion of these waves and predicting the weather using these calculations, among other information, is one of the great challenges of modern high speed computers. Okay, so during an earthquake, waterfall, volcanic eruptions, infrasonic sounds are produced which are not audible to us. There are waves being produced. We have learned about earthquake के earthquake आने के time पे waves generate होती है, but ये जो waves आती है इनकी जो sound है वो हमारे ear में नहीं पहुंच सकती. Why? Because it is infrasonic sound. It is below the frequency of 20 hertz, and that is why human ear cannot come to know about such an incident. Sound waves with frequency greater than 20 kilohertz are called ultrasonic sound. The sound which is produced by bats, bats cannot see. They do not have a good vision. Okay, they are able to see, but they do not have a very good vision during the night. And they produce ultrasonic sound or ultrasound, and these sounds are of a very high frequency. Okay, and when they produce this sound, the sound gets reflected back. If there is an object in front of them, or if there is an organism or another animal which they want to eat, okay, if they want to protect themselves from some or the other thing, they keep on producing this sound while they are flying, so that if they want to eat that particular insect or animal, they can eat that. Or if they want to protect themselves from some of the buildings or any objects, obstructions which are there in their way, they can, the sound gets reflected back and they come to know कि हाँ यहाँ पर कोई object है. ठीक है, so ultrasonic sound are used by bats to identify animals, insects, and their obstruction in their way. Whereas you see dolphins also produce ultrasonic sound to communicate with each other. They produce high intensity sound. Okay, the frequency is more in dolphins. Whereas when we're talking about elephants and other animals, they were infrasonic sound. They were producing sound which was below 20 hertz. But dolphins, bats, these are examples of animals which are producing sound waves with the frequency greater than 20 kilohertz. Okay, and these type of sounds are called as ultrasound. Here you can see dogs. The dog, mouse, bat, dolphin, etc. have a special ability to hear ultrasonic sounds. Thus, they can sense some noise which are inaudible to us. And that is one of the reasons the animals come to know about an earthquake or any calamities way before us. Because they have the capability of hearing those sounds which human ears cannot hear. Children under 5 years of age and some creatures and insects can hear waves with frequency up to 25 kilohertz. Bats, mice, dolphins, etc. can also produce ultrasound. ठीक है, so these are animals. You must have seen children who are less than 5 years of age. They are also capable of hearing some creatures, noise and insects way before us. हम लोग से ज़्यादा उनकी जो hearing sense है वो ज़्यादा तेज होती है. They are capable of collecting that frequency sound. Okay, and there are animals like dog, mouse, bats. कोई भी calamity होने से पहले animals को पहले पता चल जाती है, because those waves which are created are audible to them, not to us. ठीक है, As I told you in the previous slide also that bats can use this ultrasounds to hunt, to eat or to protect themselves. Even dolphins produce the sound in order to communicate with each other. So this is what we're talking about, ultrasound. A peep into the past. The Italian scientist Spallanzani was the first to discover a special mechanism present in bats. He covered various organs of bats like the eyes, ears, nose, etc., one by one and allowed them to fly in the dark, thereby discovering how they can fly easily in the dark. He found that the bats with their ears covered began to collide with whatever came in their path. ठीक है, तो क्या किया गया था उनका, एक बार कभी उनके आंख बंद करके उन्हें उड़ाया गया था, एक बार कभी उनके कान बंद करके उड़ाए गए थे. ठीक है, सो दे केम टू नो दैट व्हेन दे क्लोज देयर ईयर्स, बैट्स के जब कान बंद कर दिए जाते तो ये बार बार कहीं ना कहीं ठोकर खाते रहते हैं. तो why did this happen? Even though their ears and their eyes were open at that time, not ears, they were of no use to the bats. Thus, he discovered that their ability to fly in the dark depends on their ears and not their eyes. The ultrasonic sound produced by bats gets reflected, मतलब कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट के पास वो हिट करता है और वो रिफ्लेक्ट करता है बाद में on hitting an obstacle. This reflected sound is received by their ears and they can locate the obstacle and estimate this distance even in the dark. ठीक है, तो अगर एक बैट फ्लाई करता है उसको आई से ज़्यादा उसके कान ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज ये प्रोड्यूसिंग दिस अल्ट्रासोनिक साउंड. जब ये लोग आवाज़ प्रोड्यूस करते हैं इतने ज़ोर से तो वो साउंड आगे जाती है, कोई भी ऑब्स्टिकल होता है उसे हिट करती है और वो वापस आती है और वो वापस आके उनके कान में पड़ती है, तो उन लोगों को पता चलता है कि हाँ यहाँ पर ये ऑब्जेक्ट है या फिर कोई भी ऑब्स्टिकल है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज व्हाट इट हेल्प्ड him, the Italian scientist, to understand that these animals produce ultrasonic sound in order to move around during the night. All right. Here you can see the ultrasonic sound produced by bats gets reflected on hitting an obstacle. This reflected sound is received by their ears and they can locate the obstacle and estimate its distance even in the dark. Okay, so naturally they have this ability to measure the distance and locate whatever the obstacle is. Let us see a few uses of ultrasonic sound. As I told you, animals use it. It is also used in many of the industries. Let us see this, have a look at that. It is used to join plastic surfaces together. Now, this is ultrasonic welding on the right hand side that you see. यहाँ पर plastic surfaces को join किया जाता है using ultrasonic sound. It is also used to sterilize liquids like milk by killing the bacteria in it so that the milk keeps for a longer duration. So that you can keep the milk for a longer duration. So on the left hand side, you can see that there is a beaker filled with milk, and there is ultrasonic sound which is trying over there, which is killing the bacteria, and this milk can be kept for a longer duration. It is also used for echocardiography, which studies heartbeats, is based on ultrasonic waves, that is sonography technology. Sonography technology we'll be learning in detail in the next video. For today, you have to understand that sonography जो होती है हार्ट की हो या फिर कोई भी पार्ट हमारे बॉडी का होता है, उसमें अगर सोनोग्राफी हो रही है तो अल्ट्रासोनिक साउंड्स आर यूज्ड. What happens is they place a gel on the chest. Okay, we are talking about echocardiography. कार्डियोग्राफी हो रही, ठीक है. अब ये कार्डियोग्राफी कैसे हो रही है? They place gel on the chest near your heart, and then there is a machine which sends down the ultrasound in towards your heart. ठीक है, अब ये हार्ट के ऊपर ये जब वेव्स पहुंचती है तो वहां से वो रिफ्लेक्ट होती है. ठीक है, एज आई टोल्ड यू कि अल्ट्रासोनिक साउंड्स क्या होती है, रिफ्लेक्ट होती है कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट आने से बीच में. तो हार्ट पर जब ये पहुंचती है तो वहां से वो रिफ्लेक्ट होने लगती है. when they reflect when they reflect the images, the sound is again catched by this machine and it is displayed onto the screen. The sound waves bounce back from the heart to the transducer. Computer processes the sound waves to make visual of the beating heart. This is what is echocardiography. Okay, so I hope this is also clear to all of you. What is echocardiogram? कार्डियोग्राम आप लोग ने सुने होंगे ना, हार्ट के बारे में जब भी कुछ भी अगर इंफॉर्मेशन देखनी है तो देर आर वेरियस थिंग्स दैट आर डन ओके टू गेट द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द हार्ट, वन ऑफ विच इज दिस echocardiogram. This could be done for communication between ships at sea. Now we'll be learning about that also in detail, about sonar. In sonar, basically what is happening is there are machines which are fit into the ships. अभी जो ships है ये एक दूसरे से बहुत दूर होते हैं, right? इन लोग आजू बाजू में नहीं चलते हैं. If they want to communicate, they send down these ultrasonic sounds, these waves, and these waves help them to communicate with each other. In industries, it is used to clean intricate parts of machines where hands cannot reach. ठीक है, तो ऐसे जो बारीक बारीक पार्ट्स होते हैं मशीन्स के जहाँ पर इंसान अपने ब्रश से या फिर कोई भी चीज़ से साफ नहीं कर सकता, तो वो इंडस्ट्रीज में, ठीक है, हमारे घरों की बात नहीं हो रही, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंडस्ट्रीज. In those industries, these ultrasonic sound, high frequency ultrasonic waves are used to clean that object. Okay. It is also used to locate the cracks and faults in metal blocks. सो योर यू कैन सी अगर कोई मेटल ब्लॉक के अंदर क्रैक है, फॉल्ट है, तो उससे हम लोगों को पता चलता है. So in this picture you can also see all the things that we studied today. We have learned the uses of ultrasonic sound in echocardiography, in ultrasonography. In breaking of kidney stone also ultrasonic waves are used. It is also used to obtain images of internal organs in your human body. If suppose there is a thyroid issue, so thyroid ultrasound uses high frequency sound waves to make a picture of the thyroid gland onto the screen. अगर कोई बोन में या कहीं पर कुछ swelling है या फिर if there's pain, then doctor suggests an ultrasound to be done. Now what happens in an ultrasound is again same thing as we learned in echocardiography. That was high frequency waves are let into that particular object. ठीक है, वो waves वहाँ जाती हैं, वो ऑब्जेक्ट पे पड़ती है, वो पार्ट ऑफ द ऑर्गन पे पड़ती है उसका, एंड दे रिफ्लेक्ट बैक. और ये जो मशीन जो आपको डॉक्टर के हाथ में दिखाई दे रही है वो वापस से वेव्स को कैप्चर करती है एंड दे डिस्प्ले दैट इमेज ऑन टू द स्क्रीन. ठीक है, दैट वेव्स जो जा रही है वापस से रिसीव हो रही है, वो स्क्रीन पे इमेज फॉर्म करती है वो पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गन का जो अंदर है. With that we can come to know about if there's a kidney stone, if there's present in the kidneys कि कहाँ है, कितना बड़ा है, that is could be done with the help of the ultrasound. So I hope with this part of the chapter is quite clear to all of you. We have learned about the different types of sounds like the audible sound, infrasonic sound, ultrasonic sound or ultrasound, and the uses of ultrasonic sound in our day-to-day life and how it is used in industries as well, in hospitals, and how it is used in food industries, that is in milk, how they kill the bacteria in the milk using the ultrasonic sound. So I hope with this part of the chapter is clear to you. We haven't completed the chapter yet. We will be making another video and complete the next part of the chapter. If you have any doubts and queries regarding this part of the chapter, please do ask us in the comment section below, and till then, thank you.
If you like our session, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can share and view the videos that we had today for you. And please do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you remain updated with all the latest videos that we'll be making for our dear students. This session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we'll learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.